Hi, this is sassy singer-songwriter Lauren Flaherty, and I'm here to share with you my top 5 music conference don'ts. I've been nervous about posting this because I'm worried that I will just go on forever. I've seen some crazy stuff happen, and it usually hasn't been crazy good. But so, number one is don't be crazy. So you can be really ambitious and you can be really committed to your project or think that the artist that you're representing is really the best thing ever. That's awesome. Passion is what makes the world go round. But don't be actually crazy. So examples of actually crazy would involve finally getting the microphone and then screaming into it, refusing to not accept that the panelists don't want to give you their contact information, or just doing something totally misguided, like jumping up in the middle of a session and just starting to sing and opening yourself up to a whole lot of dirty looks. The people you could potentially network aren't just on the stage speaking, they're also the people next to you. Don't put them off. Don't be crazy. Number 2 is don't be inappropriate. You would think I wouldn't have to explain too much of what this means, but I was trying to speak to someone in a hallway after a panel once, and I was hanging back, and this girl wanted to speak with these people, and she just kept, how are you? Oh, I'd really like to tell you about my music. Okay, so tell him. Because right now you're not telling him about your music. The weirdest thing about all of this was that I didn't really get the sense that this was somebody that was going to follow through on such a thing. It just kind of seemed like this was a way she had thought would make people remember her. But you can be remembered for all the wrong reasons, and for all she knew, I could have been behind her, and maybe I'm the rival company of the people she's trying to speak with, and now I'm put off by her behavior. So don't be inappropriate. Number 3 involves a word I try not to say, but sometimes there is no other word. Don't be stupid. So it's not stupid to go to a conference to try to learn, or to think that you're that one person out of a whole group of people who can actually, get that call and get that opportunity. That's awesome. That's what you should be doing. An example of being stupid, though, is like jumping into a pool before you know if there's water. So, for instance, I was at a conference recently, and somebody came in late, kind of made a scene, looking for a seat, just kind of like not giving off a great vibe. Awesome outfit, gotta give credit where it's due, but not a great vibe. Everybody wanted to speak with some of the panelists afterwards, and she just cornered this one person, but she didn't have any real questions. A lot of it just involved, I'm going to make you see me when I come in, and then I'm going to talk to you, and then hopefully something good will happen. It was actually bad enough that she had grabbed the brochure, and then while she was speaking to someone, this is the CMJ brochure, she said, okay, while she kept going through the pages, and you're thinking, what is going on? And then finally she says to this person, and who are you again? Okay, that would be bad. We don't want that. And the person that she was speaking to then gave me a look about how, understandably, she couldn't wait to get out of there. And I'm thinking, oh man, I hope I still get to ask a question. So the panelist was very patient and frankly cool, and let me still ask a question after that. But oh man, I was so glad that I had my question ready ahead of time, because that was not a good scene for anybody. Number 4 is don't be rude, and also don't lie. Again, a lot of people come and, maybe they're great performers. They're really good at attracting attention, but you're at this event for a couple of days. You don't want people to notice you in the wrong way. So, don't be rude means don't steal someone's spot in line. People will notice. Don't talk during things. Don't be disrespectful at somebody else's showcase. A lot of just really basic stuff, but I think sometimes people think, oh, well, this kind of works at the club that I usually sing at back at so-and-so's place, and this makes me feel like I'm an alpha. You're putting people off. You're in a room where everybody has had the same experiences, everybody's met the same personality types, and you don't want to be remembered for the wrong reason. Again, you're not just trying to network with whoever is the panelist or the speaker. You should be trying to network with the people in the room and don't put them off. Same thing goes for lying. If you get up there and you manage to ask a question about, hey, it just came to my attention that such and such has happened in my career. That's awesome. But then if you go to another panel the next day and you tell the same thing about how it just came to your attention, again, you're going to put people off. It's easy to feel like you're faceless and anonymous at this stuff, but it's very possible to stand out for the wrong reason. Don't do it. Number 5 is to not be unprepared. Again, you want to know what you're going to say to people ahead of time. You might want to already have, as I showed in the last video, you've got your CD with a visual they might ask about, or a flyer with a visual they might ask about. You have your business card ready. When in doubt, give the card out. That being said, if you do meet with somebody and maybe they're in a huge rush, or you didn't get much time to ask a question, or somebody just jumped into your conversation, don't freak out. Don't freak out on anybody else, because again, you'll make the wrong impression, but don't freak out. It is appropriate to try to follow up with somebody after the fact. I like to wait, at least a week or two, because there's just so much that goes on at these events. And the music industry professionals, this is just part of what they do for work. So they had to do probably extra work before they went away, and then probably extra work when they get back. So I like to give people a little time to settle in. But so if you realize that you didn't get a chance to say what you wanted to say, or you didn't say everything, just be cool, fake it till you make it. And you can always send an email, say like 2 weeks afterwards, just saying, it was so nice to speak with you about such and such, just so they know who you are. And even if it wasn't nice to remember that you choked, it's still nice that they spoke with you. And, you can follow up with a question there, or just a general contact, because you just never know. Okay, so this is the last part of my series about attending CMJ 2015 and attending music conferences in general. If you like what you saw, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll post some more videos. Take care!